Hello guys, welcome to Football HQ. The Glazers have reportedly identified the preferred bidder for Manchester United, more than 6 months on from the club first being put up for sale. According to The Sun, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is set to be identified by the Glazers as their preferred bidder as the process takes a significant step forward and the American family's controversial ownership of the club looks to come to a close some 18 years after they first took over. Having announced during the World Cup that they were seeking fresh revenue streams, be that an investment in the club or an outright sale, much speculation has surrounded United and the potential next owners. For months, it has appeared a battle between two candidates, British billionaire Ratcliffe and Qatari former banker Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani. The report states that Ratcliffe's £5 billion bid is the preferred option, with the Glazers themselves remaining at the club as minority shareholders. It is said that complications have emerged throughout the bidding process, which has dragged on for the entirety of this year owing to Joel and Avram Glazers' desire to remain at the club. The Rain Group, the New York-based merchant bank that has overseen the sale, are said to be nearing confirmation that the process will advance, with Ratcliffe's bid very much the front runner. Though Sheikh Jassim's bid of £5 billion for 100% control of the club was the highest bid received after 3 rounds of bidding, Ratcliffe's offer for an initial stake of 50% valued the club closer to the reported £6 billion valuation set by the American family. Should Ratcliffe's bid be the one the Glazers move forward with, it could open the door to other investors entering the process. There have been consistent murmurings throughout the bidding process of American banks and financial institutions such as Carlyle purchasing a minority stake in the club. Such an investment has been considered within the context of the Glazers keeping overall control, but allowing fresh revenue in to improve Old Trafford and the club's Carrington base. The report suggesting Ratcliffe's bid is the one the Glazers will opt for is likely to disappoint, and perhaps anger, certain sections of the support. This sale process was celebrated at the turn of the year as a significant juncture in the club's history, with the Glazers set to depart Manchester for one final time to never return. However, Ratcliffe's bid is said to be structured in such a way that they would remain at the club, albeit in a much smaller, and less powerful, capacity than they enjoy currently. Protests were seen ahead of the club's most recent home match against Aston Villa, in which a significant section of supporters made the voices be heard that the sale should mean a clean break from the previous 18 years. Nevertheless, a recent report by Sky News suggested their presence at the club would cease by 2026 owing to a clause inserted into Ratcliffe's bid. They reported that Ratcliffe's takeover bid includes put and call options which would become exercisable in 2026. A source reportedly told Sky News that the put and call arrangements would force the Glazers to sell their remaining shares to him or force him to acquire them. The clause could be triggered as little as 3 years into the deal and would ultimately push the Glazer family out of the picture. Speaking back in February, Ratcliffe said, "We would see our role as the long-term custodians of Manchester United on behalf of the fans and the wider community. We are ambitious and highly competitive and would want to invest in Manchester United to make them the #1 club in the world once again. We also recognize that football governance in this country is at a crossroads. We would want to help lead this next chapter, deepening the culture of English football by making the club a beacon for a modern, progressive, fan-centered approach to ownership. We want a Manchester United anchored in its proud history and roots in the northwest of England, putting the Manchester back into Manchester United and clearly focusing on winning the Champions League." Leave your thoughts in the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks for watching and bye for now.